How you doing, Father?
I'm well. It is almost time.
Yeah. 30 minutes to blast off.
Would you like to unburden your soul?
Okay. I ate too much red meat. I should have watched my cholesterol better. And if I had it to do all over again, I'd spend a lot more time smoking good cigars. But you know what I really regret? Is that I never got the chance to kill the people who put me here.
You are forgiven for these sins, my son.
Thank you very much, Father.
Do you wish to take Holy Communion?
You bet. I want to be all ready for heaven.
Hoc oblictus Caliguli. Dositum porcem nies agriptus. Practicum ad hominem pro hoc ergo procter hoc. Openus the mouthus. Ausis callae collegius, latitudinus, et ceterum.
Thank you very much, Father. That was the best communion I ever had.
Sedum porcinus agrictus, practicum ad hominem. Well done, Anthony. Quite brilliant. You should take holy orders. You'll be happy to know that our experiment was a success. Man can exist outside his own body. I'm gonna turn on the holographic projector. I'm a living soul. Every electrical impulse in my brain congealed at the moment of death, and the converter bounced it up into the power grid. It's like living in a tunnel of lightning. I can move at the speed of thought. You'll be happy to know that I just released $10 million into your Zurich account. Where are the locations I requested?
Right here.
Anthony, you're trembling. What's wrong?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
You didn't expect it to work, did you? After all our theoretical discussions, you thought I was just gonna put my ass in that chair and fry? Well, you're wrong, Anthony. I fooled you.
It wasn't like that at all. I knew it was gonna work.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Now you're happy to see me. Give me the locations.
Judge Sable's house is in grid 46, subsection S, block 51. Leora Maxwell is...
Not her. Not yet. I have too many plans for beautiful Leora.
Jerry, I have airline reservations for this evening.
Cancel them. We have work to do.
But that wasn't part of our arrangement.
I set the terms of the arrangement. You'll do what I say. Listen up, Jerry. Understand that I can follow you anywhere in the world. Anywhere there's electrical wiring. When we're done, you'll get another 10 million in your account. You're gonna be a rich man, Anthony. Get some rest. I'll be back.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Are you feeling run down? No zip in your step? Has another day of condemning citizens to death left you dragging?
Who's there?
What you need is a shot of Raven's Miracle Juice. One jolt is guaranteed to wake you up forever.
All right, what is this?
It's the Jerry Raven Show. We're back from our thrilling coverage of the execution. Too bad you weren't able to attend, Judge. I guess you don't like barbecues. Ha, ha, ha.
Where are you?
Up here. In the lamp. Goodbye, Judge. Your life is adjourned.
Where am I? It's okay. I gotta get out of here.
Hey, baby! You need to ride. Our truck's in real bad shape. You don't mind, do you?
My children! Give me my children!
So we finally caught him. We've been tracking you thugs for months.
When he's done with you, you're gonna be little puddles of grease.
Why don't you just kill them? No!
Go ahead. Do it.
Stop! You can't kill them. I forbid it.
Who are you?
Your creator.
Don't listen to the jerk. You know what you want to do. Do it.
I said, I forbid it.
You can't control me any longer.
You are not the judge and jury.
I want them to die.
I order you to call the police and turn them in.
You order. You order. You order. You order. You order.
Yes, who is it?
Miles, it's Leora. I know it's late.
Is something wrong?
I just needed to talk.
I'm buzzing you in.
I'm sorry to bother you like this. I just couldn't go home.
You were out at the prison?
Yes. I just can't stop seeing it. They brought him in, strapped him in the chair, and it was like he was sitting down to watch a movie. I was more afraid than he was. But just before they threw the switch, he looked at me, smiled, and blew a kiss. I've seen people die in the streets before, but this was different. When the electricity hit him, there was this glow inside his body.
A glow?
For the past week, I've been having nightmares about being undercover, about catching ravens.
It's over now.
You don't know how much I want to believe that. Things got so gray when I was on that case. I did things that I wish I hadn't.
Now you can put it all behind you.
I'm trying. Look, I've got to go. I'm sorry to wake you up like this.
No, it's no problem. You're welcome to stay.
No, I'm fine. I appreciate you listening. I really do.
I'm just having a little fun. It's been a wonderful night. I turned sable to bacon. You should have seen it. And then I took a tour of the banks of Port Columbia. I discovered that I could control them all. $1 billion, and it's all mine. And the only frustration is, what do I do with it? I mean, what do I buy? What do I need? My own personal hydroelectric plant? You know, it's horrible to think that you're the richest man in the world and you just don't give a damn. There's really only one thing that interests me now. That's watching people die. And it's a fascinating hobby. And if I can drive them insane first, so much the better. You know, I think I'm ready for Leora Maxwell. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the guy who took a fall? Hello, Leora. It was so nice to see you out of the prison. You gonna shoot your TV set, Leora? Don't bother. Wouldn't do any good. Program never changes. No phone calls. Just think of it this way. You burn my tail. Why shouldn't I burn yours?
We've looked. There's nothing here, Lieutenant. Just some exploded bulbs, that's all. Maybe next time you should call an electrician, huh?
I know what I saw. He was in the television set.
Hey, whatever you say.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy.
Did I say the C word? Not one time did I say the C word. So what do you want us to do? You want us to check the circuit breakers or something?
Just get out. All of you, get out. Out.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. Ooh, boy.
I know you're in here, Ravens. And I know what you're trying to do. But you're never gonna get me. You hear that? Never!
Oh, I hear you had a little problem last night.
You talked to Reed.
Yeah.
What did he tell you, that I've gone completely nuts?
Of course not. Leora, you've had a nasty year.
I'm getting sick of hearing that.
It's the truth. It's also true you're under the microscope all the time. Not fair, but true.
So what you're about to say is that I've been under a great deal of stress and you're afraid that I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Don't put words in my mouth. You're a tough cop. I don't want to lose you.
Oh, come on, Captain. Just finish with the sales pitch.
Okay. I want you to take a few days sick leave.
Is that all?
And I've made an appointment for you with Dr. M.A.N.T.I.S.
Oh, wonderful. The shrink that ate the police department.
It's for tonight at 7. Listen, there's something else. It's going to hit the press any minute now. I wanted you to know before it does.
You're just full of good news.
Judge Sable was found dead this morning.
What?
Electrocuted in a freak accident.
Oh, my God.
Leora, just go home and relax, okay?
Go home and relax? Maxwell.
You should listen to him, Leora. You know he's got your best interests at heart. There's a good possibility you really are going nuts.
Who is this?
Come and find out. I'll be waiting in your bedroom.
Leora!
Killed us both. Didn't you see the light?
My light was green.
Does that look green to you? You should learn how to drive, lady.
He was right there in the traffic light, and he was laughing at me.
Could it have been some sort of holograph or projection?
This might be an optical illusion of some sort. A trick of the light.
I know what you're implying, and I don't care if everybody thinks I'm insane. I know what I saw.
Hey, nobody thinks you're insane, all right? Maybe a little crazy, but not insane.
Oh, thanks.
Leora, I keep thinking about something you told me last night. You said that when Ravens died, a glow appeared in his body, and then it left the room.
Yes. It was horrible.
John, do you know of anything that could cause something like that?
Well, it's a bit weird, but it sounds like a phenomenon known as ball lightning.
Ball lightning?
It occurs sometimes during thunderstorms. People say it's like a ball of electricity that can pass right through windows and walls. Did they perform an autopsy?
Well, I'm sure they did. That's the usual procedure.
All right. I think I'll pay a visit to the medical examiner's office. And I think you should keep your appointment with Dr. M.A.N.T.I.S.
Oh, so now you think I'm wacko, too?
No, not at all. But you need to satisfy Hedrick. Afterward, why don't you stay at my house instead of going home?
Okay. It's a deal.
Taylor, stay with her. And if either of you see anything strange, contact me on the cell phone immediately.
Not exactly your garden variety electrocution.
What do you mean?
Well, for some reason, the electricity focused within his stomach, then burned straight through his back.
And that isn't normal.
No, not at all. When we examined his gastric contents, we did find something rather unusual.
May I see it?
Yeah.
It's some kind of electronic device. And it looks like it's been exposed to extremely high temperature.
Yeah, he must have ingested it with his food. But we don't know how that could have happened. All his meals were very carefully scrutinized.
Did he have any visitors last night?
Only the chaplain. We found traces of wine and communion bread.
Could I keep this for a few days?
I don't see why not.
Thanks. If I find out anything interesting, I'll let you know.
Sure.
So, what are we having for dinner, Anthony? Liquid meal again?
Oh, hi, Jerry.
Why don't you ever eat Mexican? I could get inside the microwave and watch it bubble. Anthony, we need to talk.
Sure, Jerry.
Didn't I tell you to go to the morgue and steal back our converter before they could examine it?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna do that.
Well, now we got a problem. A scientist named Miles Hawkins wasn't so squeamish. He went there and got it.
How do you know?
He's a friend of Maxwell's. I followed her, then I followed him.
What does he want it for?
He suspects something. Anthony, we've been working together a long time. I thought you knew how to follow orders.
I'm sorry, Jerry. It won't happen again.
Well, just to make sure, put your pinky on the table.
What?
Your pinky. On the table.
No, please.
The alternative you will like even less. Go in the bathroom, put it on a cold water. Stop whining. We got a lot of work to do.
All right, Lieutenant Maxwell, why don't we move on to Gerald Ravens?
He was the first case I was assigned after I left the academy.
Well, according to these records, he was a very attractive professor of engineering at Port Columbia University.
He was a genius. I went undercover and became one of his students.
And were you effective in this capacity?
Of course I was effective. You've got the report right in front of you.
Reports don't always tell the whole story.
I discovered that he and 4 graduate students had cracked the codes to every major bank in the city. They had a secret room full of computer equipment. They were doing wire transfers all over the world, moving money so fast it was untraceable.
So when you got the evidence, you turned him in.
Yeah, well... getting the evidence was the problem. I was in way over my head.
You became intimate.
He thought I loved him.
But of course that wasn't true. You were really just playing a part, pretending to show emotion in order to solve the case.
I don't know how I felt. Things got muddy.
We can't get anywhere unless you're completely honest with me, Lieutenant.
I am being honest with you.
So you did grow to love him?
I don't know. Maybe I did.
But in the end, there were complications.
Yes, there were a few of those. When Ravens knew the police were on to him, he murdered his 4 assistants. I didn't know that he was going to do it. And then afterwards, he came to me with airline tickets. But instead of flying off with him, I busted him.
And last night you observed his execution. How do you feel about that?
Horrible. He was the most evil man I've ever known. But I hate the officers in my department who used me to catch him. And I hate myself because I should have walked away and I didn't.
And now these, supernatural experiences you've had.
They were not supernatural experiences. They were as real as you are. No, on second thought, they were more real.
Yes, of course, I see. Lieutenant, I'm going to prescribe something that will make you feel better. I want you to take one of these in the morning and one at night. We'll have another session very soon.
No, we won't, Doctor. And I think you know what you can do with this.
All right. Let's review what we know. It appears to be a sub-miniature transducer that converts microvoltages, and there's evidence of European manufacture.
Yes, but for what purpose? Huh?
We also know that it was administered by a chaplain who had been operating for months under a false identity, and he has now disappeared.
Ravens is dead. A dozen people witnessed his execution. Just doesn't make sense.
Yet Leora swears that she's seen and talked to him, though not in the physical form. Let's try a wild hypothesis. Something so incredible that our colleagues would swear we were insane.
Yeah, well, that's familiar territory.
All right. Imagine that during the years Ravens was in prison, he spent his time developing a device that could collect all of the electrical energy in a human body, convert it into alternating current, and at the moment of electrocution, project it outward.
Where to? The city power grid? And now Mr. Ravens is alive inside a wall socket?
It does sound insane.
Yeah, it wouldn't exactly get you membership in the National Academy of Sciences. I'm going home, Miles. I'm exhausted.
I want to take another run at this. I'll see you in the morning, John.
Yeah, good night, Miles. Don't stay too late.
Wow. What a wonderful place. I've never seen such electronic wizardry. This whole amazing complex is like an amusement park. So many interesting rides.
Who's there? Someone there?
Doc?
What's going on? Miles?
No, not Miles. It's Jerry. I've come for you, my sweet.
Stop! I'm warning you!
There's something you need to understand, Leora. My body's already dead. You watched them electrocute me, and no matter how hard you try, you can't kill me twice. But you've led me to a new body, and I like it very much.
Get away from me!
Isn't life tragic?
No!
We could be lying on a beach in the Caribbean spending $100 million, but here we are instead. And all because you lied to me. 3 years in prison, waiting to be executed. What I really wanted was to kiss you one more time.
Taylor. Oh, Leora.
Hello.
John, it's Miles.
Miles?
Something's happened.
What's up?
No, there's no time to talk. Just meet me at my home as fast as you can.
All right. I'm on my way.
Taylor! Taylor!
Hey, Doc. Oh, my head feels like it's gonna come off. Hey, did I just dream it, or did you come in and blast me?
No, I didn't do it. Something's taken control of the exoskeleton. I've got to find Leora.
Hey, Doc.
Boss?
Where'd she go?
I think Gerald Ravens has her.
You know, in prison, you forget the simple things of life. Like driving on a city street. Feels good to be in the world again, Anthony. Breeze blowing through my electrical system. It's almost like being alive.
I suppose so.
Just look at her. Isn't she beautiful? I said, isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, Jerry, she's really beautiful.
She's a filthy, lying traitor. Loving her was the most electrifying experience of my life.
The exoskeleton is heading across the city towards the northwest.
I'm almost ready.
For what? Do you know for certain it's Gerald Ravens out there?
Who else could it be?
Oh, need I remind you that Mr. Ravens is lying in a morgue in a seriously negative condition?
Come on. Let's go. John, as soon as we get in the chrysalid, I want you to drain the power cells on the exoskeleton. We've got to make him discard it.
Yes, of course, but let's just hope he doesn't keep on going. And going. And going.
Are you all right?
Something's happening. I'm losing power. It's being drained off. And I can't stop it. Get me to an electrical outlet. If it drains completely, I'll be dead.
Hey, so Doc, do you have any idea what we're gonna do when we get there?
Until we find the exoskeleton, you're going to have to be my legs.
Miles, the MANTIS power cells have been completely drained, and I'm not registering any movement from the exoskeleton.
Good. We're almost there.
Well, I mean, what exactly do you mean to do when you get there?
I've made some modifications to the auxiliary power cells. If I'm correct about Ravens, our only hope is to trap him and contain him.
Hey, how are you gonna do that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Hello, Leora. I hope you're not too uncomfortable. Yeah, it's all quite real. It's an electric chair. Feels cold at first, doesn't it? Don't worry. Warms up quick.
You can't be real. You're dead.
But I am real. And it's so romantic. A long-lost lover comes back from beyond the grave to the woman he left behind.
What do you want?
You. I want you. I've never forgotten the months we spent together. And I know you haven't forgotten them either.
Shut up!
Why? Are you ashamed of what you did? You weren't ashamed then. You told me you loved me. Were you lying? I don't think so. I was in the slammer 5 years. That's a long time to sit staring at a wall. I had all that money in a Swiss bank account. So I created a little invention and I paid to have it produced. Just before they fried me, I swallowed it. It converted the energy part of my brain and projected it out of my body. Voila. Here I am. But you'll be happy to know I had 2 converters made while you were unconscious. You swallowed the second one. So when I throw the switch, you'll die, and we'll be together again. Just you and me in the wiring of Port Columbia.
Well, then why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Well, not yet. There's one more piece of unfinished business. While I was in the slammer, you were unfaithful to me. You gave your heart to someone else.
You're insane.
No. Just electrically challenged. Besides, what a charge it would be to see Miles Hawkins watch you die.
There's the van John was tracking. Leora must be in that warehouse.
This is my chance. See ya.
It's over there, Doc.
Help me suit up. These auxiliary power cells had better work.
Miles? Where are you? Come in, Miles.
John, I'm here. We're inside a warehouse.
Yeah, I'm picking up very intense electrical readings.
He must be close by.
All of your systems are functioning correctly.
There's an inner room of some kind. I'm going in, John. Once I'm there, I anticipate we may lose contact.
Miles?
No time to talk. Wait here, Taylor.
Oh, man.
Be ready if I call.
Miles, get out of here.
She's right. Stay away from her. I can electrocute her with a thought.
Let her go.
As you can see, conductible electricity is all around you. That suit you've created is quite amazing. Certainly helps me rise above my physical disabilities. I'm gonna wear it after you're dead.
Murderer, your life is over, Ravens.
I don't think so. I'm gonna live as long as people love electricity.
Stop, Raven, stop! Stop!
You, on the other hand, are not so fortunate.
No, please! No!
Goodbye, Hawkins.
Stop it!
I think I'll take back my exoskeleton now.
Taylor! Taylor, get in here! Get her out of here.
Miles, we can't just leave you. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Come on, let's go.
I said get her out of here. The power cells are melting down.
Miles?
Ravens is gone.
What happened?
I connected his converter to my power cell, and it absorbed him all right. But it was too much energy for the unit to contain. Taylor, you'd better get a hold of John. I'm afraid I'm unable to move.
I'm on it.
I baked it and I'm sending it over.
Well, anything unusual, John?
No, not in the slightest. As far as I can tell, he really is gone.
Listen, Maxwell, when the cops are done with the electric chair,
No, you cannot have it.
come on, I could rent it out for parties and such.
Forget it.
It's amazing. You know, with all I do for these people, I ask for one small thing, like my own electric chair. Do I get it? No, no. Whatever.
What happened to Raven's assistant?
We picked him up in his panel truck on the way to the airport. He's being very cooperative. He just wants to make sure that Ravens is really dead.
The power cell wasn't grounded during meltdown. I think he simply dissipated into the air.
Oh, I hope you're right.
Is that it, Lieutenant?
I want to check one more thing. Over there.
What do you think, John?
I'm not sure. Electricity can be very unpredictable.